Hello, my name is Russell Huntsman with DETEX Corporation, and I'm going to show you how to install a 230D. First, we're going to look at the contents of the product. You'll see the product comes in the box. You open it up. The device is in the box. Instructions. The sign. Hardware kit, the warranty card and the cover lock keys, and the bar assembly. Okay, now what's next is inside the instructions we have template A, which is for a surface mounted strike, template B for a mortise strike, and the instructions on how to mount the device into the door. Now the step is to find the cover lock keys. The cover lock key number is a DT016. The number on the cover lock is DT016. You turn the key about 7 revolutions counterclockwise. Once the key lock comes loose, you move the cover down and off. The next step is we're going to install the rim cylinder. The rim cylinder is not included but is necessary. The DETEX part number is an ECL-445K-7, and the rim cylinder cylinder that has a tailpiece. The 230 will accept the vertical or horizontal tailpiece. And there's 2 screws that come with the cylinder. The tailpiece and the screws have to be cut to size. The inside cylinder has to be cut to 1.5 inches. So we're going to measure 1.5 inches from the back rim to the end of the tailpiece. Mark our 1.5 inches. Take a pair of dikes and cut the tailpiece. Alright, our next step is we have our cylinder cut to size with our screws cut to size. In the hardware kit there's 2 lock washers that go on our screws. Then once we have everything cut to size, we'll take the screwdriver and remove the cam bridge assembly. The cam bridge assembly has 2 Phillips screws holding it in place. Once we get those 2 screws off, then we have the cam bridge assembly that comes off, and the cylinder has to be installed with the timing correct. There's a little arrow right here and a knob which we call the cam, and before we can install the cylinder you have to line up the cam assembly to the arrow. Always remove your key, and once you have the timing marks lined up correctly, hold it in place and install the tailpiece down into the cross section of the device. Okay, now once it's installed, we only have the ability to install the first screw. Once we have that screw snug, now we'll insert our key, turn the cam out of the direction, out of the way so we can install the second screw. Tighten it down. Now once we turn the key back, taking the key out of the device, the knob and the arrow should line up. You can always insert your key and turn it. Make sure you have a 360-degree rotation. Remove your key. Now go back and tighten up the second screw. Now once we have the screws tightened up, you can insert the key and make sure it still turns freely. Remove the key. Attach the cam bridge assembly back to the mechanism. Use your 2 Phillips screws. Install the cam bridge assembly. So now your cylinder is installed. Our next step is to measure the floor to 40 inches up on the door and mark our line across the door. Once we've done that, we're going to install the surface mounted strike template A in the instructions. So we tear the template out of the instructions, and then we fold the template on the dotted line, and if this was a left-hand reverse door, then the template would go on the left-hand reverse door. Since we're doing a right-hand reverse door, there's a center line on our template, and we line the center line up, secure the template, now once we've had the template secure, we'll mark our holes. Okay, now we have concluded by drilling our holes, we mounted our back plate, and we have the surface strike mounted, and we're going to proceed with putting the bar on the device. So the device comes with a pin installed in it. You have to remove the C-clip to get the pin out, and then install the bar where the hole matches the hole on the locking mechanism. Install the pin, take the C-clip and install it into the device. Now we have the bar installed on the mechanism, and we're going to install the device to the door. This groove accepts the stud on the back plate, and the hook on the bottom will hook on the bottom of the device. And we conclude by installing our 4 screws. Alright, our next steps are we're going to install the battery, install the cover, and install the sign. First we want to take the battery and install it in the battery clip, and then behind the sounder there's a little battery clip to hold the battery. And once we get the battery installed, then we can take the cover and we place the cover on the bar, but we do not install the cover yet because the sign has 6 nuts on the bar, and the screw secures behind the 6 nut. Snug that screw down. Then we take the second one, install the screw, and these are our new signs, the new metal signs. We're no longer using the plastic signs. Okay, once we have those secure, we take the cover that has a retaining clip at the bottom, and there's a hole at the bottom of the back plate that secures the cover. So we lift that up, and then once you have it secured, you turn the key, and the key will remove in every quarter position. Do not over tighten it, it could cause damage. And once we have the cover in place, we can now lock our door. Turning the key clockwise, there's a little resistance right at that position, but the key is a 360-degree rotation. So to unlock it, you turn it 360 degrees. That unlocks it. Install the key, turn it 360 degrees clockwise to lock it. Now you have a secure door. Alright, at this point what we're going to do is the door is unlocked right now, so we're going to insert the key, turn the key 360 degrees, extend the deadbolt, remove the key. Now, the door is in a locked position right now. In order to exit the door without the key, the person would push the bar firmly in, unlocking the door and making the alarm sound. Turn the key 360 degrees, relocking the door, turning the alarm off. The system is now rearmed, and anyone going through the door will make the alarm sound. If you have to go through the door with the key, you just turn the key 360 degrees counterclockwise, which will turn the system off and the door will open.